Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video on a deck, not very new, but is very strong in the current metagame. Talking about Volcanion, Turtonator. These three cards here are a super insanely strong trio. Just support each other, deal a whole lot of damage really fast, don't really lose automatically to much. It's very strong core of the deck, very simple deck, it's really easy to play. It's a fairly cheap deck as well, or compared to other decks with the GXs and EXs, it's costing like 20 bucks each. It's easy. This deck is very simple. You want to play Volcanions, and you want to play Turtonators. That's about it. That's all you really need to win. Alright, thanks for watching. No. But Volcanion EX is core. It's an EX card from Steam Siege, has the ability Steam Up, where once during your turn, if you discard a fire energy from your hand, your basic fire Pokemon deal 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So you can basically on command have a choice band. But if you have a bench full of them, you can have 4 choice bands that hit anything. And any of your Pokemon can do it, other than like Lele's or, Remoraid, but they don't matter. Nobody cares about them. All that matters is this big guy right here, Mr. Turtonator. And this little guy, Volcanion. But we'll get to that later. So you steam up, and then you have Turtonator over here. 3 energy on it. His Bright Flame attack does 160 damage. Discard 2 fire energy from itself. So you basically get a knockout. You steam up twice with the steam up twice, you kill something big. Steam up once, you'll kill a Lele. You don't even need to steam up if you have a Fury Belt equipped. It's GX attack, Nitro Tank. You attach 5 energy from your discard pile to your Pokemon any way you like. So it's a really good comeback. If you're about to lose because you don't have enough energy, you just take a turn, you Nitro Tank, and no matter what they kill, you'll always 100% have something that can come back and kill them with it, unless they try to stall you out. Volcanion Baby Volk, as I like to call him, and everyone else does really, has the attack Power Heater. 1 fire energy, 20 damage. Use 2 of your benched Pokemon, and attach a fire energy card from your discard pile to those Pokemon. Basically, the whole core of this deck is you start with Baby Volk, so I run 4 of them. You bench a couple Volcanions, you steam up, say twice, you have 1 energy on Volcanion, steam up, get the free damage in, and then you attach those energies onto something on the bench. So you're always recycling your energy no matter what. Whether it be Nitro Tanking or Power Heatering, even if you just Bright Flame 2 turns in a row, like you're still doing really well. That's the core of the deck. Only 10 Pokemon that you need on the field. The Pokemon, Octillery and Remoraid, 2 really good cards. I run this Remoraid in specific, the one that discards a stadium, because this deck kind of gets screwed over by Parallel City. Parallel City lost me in top 8 in a cup because I had no way of dealing with it, couldn't draw my field blowers. Ion Pool is just like another out to that, it's just in case of, because you don't really worry about paying the energy to retreat, because you'll just get it back anyways. And if you attach an energy and retreat it's probably worse than just having it in your discard, because at least in your discard you can use it, or if it's attached to Remoraid and use its attack to retreat, not very good. Discarding a stadium in this deck is a lot better than retreating, is basically what I'm getting at. You have the 1 Octillery, Abyssal Hand, draw 5 turns, draw 5 cards, very strong, just really good support Pokemon. His attack doesn't matter, HP doesn't really matter, 90 HP, you can level ball it and expanded, and dive ball it too, whatever. 2 retreat costs kind of poo. That's why you run Guzmas and Float Stones and switches. You don't even need this every game, this is more of a late game tool, you don't need it in the early game at all. 2 Tapu Leles instead of like the average 3 or 4. Mostly because your bench is usually going to be filled up with Volcanions. You run a lot of supporters, there are a lot of turns where you don't even use a supporter because you don't need one. You'll just kill whatever's active. It's only 2 of those. Also, you will basically never start with it. You almost always start with one of these guys. Or maybe even a Turk, but most of the time you'll start with one of these guys. Supporter line, 4 Guzmas, 4 Sycamores, 4 Ends. Very standard, aggressive kind of list. I'm not running like 3 or 3 of these, 3 of those, it's just 4, max cap them out, and then a singular Lily. Because Lily is really strong in the early game, and a lot better than N in the late game, as it allows you to draw more cards. It's like an auxiliary, an extra auxiliary, right? Get 1 me a game against Vikabulu, drawing and the extra energy basically is a very, very good card. Only 3 max elixirs. I know a lot of decks like to run 4, but in this deck, I find having the energy in my hand is a lot more useful than on a Pokemon sometimes. So I don't run like 15, 16 energies either. So 3 is a really good number of max elixirs for accelerating the energy. For those of you who don't know what it does, yes, you look at the top 6 cards of your deck, and if you have a basic energy there, you reveal it and attach it to something on your bench, to a basic Pokemon on your bench. Basic, pretty key, but not irrelevant in this deck. 4 Ultra Balls, you know, discard 2, search deck for Pokemon, really good. 2 Field Blowers. You don't roll 1. The Stadium Parallel City screws you over. And that's basically it. Garbatoxin, eh. But Parallel City is like the threat to this deck. I hate it. I hate that card so much. E-Hammers, basically because every deck has DCs or even strong energies with all the Lycanroc Buzzhole going around. Which is honestly probably one of your worst matchup is Lycanroc Buzzhole. It's very very hard to match. You need to practice that a little bit more. Yeah, E-Hammers, you know, just special energies, get rid of them all. Helps, good card. Singular Switch, just because 3 retreat on your Turts and on your Volks can be annoying. You start with them, it's annoying too, you just switch it, whatever, discard your, use your Sycamore and whatnot. Useful card, better than Escape Rope. Debatably better than having 3 Float Stones instead, because you can attach a belt to your whatever you retreat basically, either the Volk or the Turt. EX I should say, Volk EX or Turt GX, because you want to start with Baby Volk all the time. Super Rod is just good. You know, if you have too much energy in your discard and need to draw some of this Steam up, you just Super Rod it back. If you have like 3 Volcanion EXs in your discard for whatever reason, just put them back, put Lele's back, you know, just good card. 3 Fury Belts and 2 Choice Bands, or 2 Float Stones. I don't run Choice Bands in here because Fury Belt is a lot better. Fury Belt gives basic Pokemon plus 40 HP and do 10 more damage, whereas Choice Band would just do 30 more to EXs and GXs. You'll find through playtesting that the extra 20 damage it gives you is basically irrelevant in every case. There's nothing where a Steam Up wouldn't just be better. Fear Belt gives you the 40 HP, which is extremely relevant in some matchups. Even against Greninja, like if they don't have a Shuriken or something, it will keep your thing alive. Right? It's very good. So much better than Choice Band in this deck. I wish they reprint it. Really like this card. Only 2 Float Stones. Field Blower is not as relevant as it used to be. Same reason goes for only running 3 Fury Belts. But 2 Float Stones. You know, just put it on a Volk or put it on something just to have it have free retreat, even like an Octillery or something. So you don't have to worry about it in the future. Like I said, a lot of decks are only running like 2 Field Blowers now because Garbatoxin is not as relevant as it used to be. Crash Avalanche is kind of dying out. It'll probably come back for sure. Man, this list will probably change a bit. But right now, as it is, not a threat you really need to worry about. 14 Fire Energies. That's all. The only energy pool you run is just 14 Fire. It's all you need. It's all it's good. You don't need DCs, Burning Energies, none of that garbage. I mean, you could even run Burning Energy if you really want to. Like, for the Turt, if you want to go like 3 Turts and like maybe 3 Baby Volks, do something like that. Wouldn't recommend it, but it's always possible. You see, like, it's discard you 2, Burning Energy, just get it back. So it's okay, but it's also special energy, so eh. 1 Brooklet Hill. This is again another card that counteracts Parallel City. It also gets out your Volcanions and your Remoraid, or your Remoraid and your Volcanions, I guess I should emphasize, because Volcanion is also half water type, one of those dual types came out in Steam Siege that they just did and were like, okay, we're done with this mechanic. Brought back Delta species and then like, we're bored. GXs, basically. But yeah, Brooklet Hill, you know, you search your deck for basic water Pokemon, put it on your bench, really good. Searches up Remoraid, searches up Volcanion GX. It also gets rid of a current stadium, so it's like another Field Blower in that situation. Really good. It's better than Nest Ball, which I originally ran in most cases, because you're only ever going to want a Nest Ball like a Turt or a Baby Volk. Brooklet Hill could get you 30 extra damage or potentially a draw engine. as well as get rid of the stadium. So it's also one less item in case you do run into Trash Land, so that's really important. Brookfield I just think is better than running a singular nest ball. It's basically the same thing. This is basically the list. The core of this deck essentially is 4 Volcanion GXs, 4 Volcanion EXs, 4 Baby Volks, Turt or 2, Max Elixirs, Fury Belts, and a lot of energy. Everything else really in this list is whatever you want to do with it. Like I've seen certain lists that run energy retrievals and letters, Vestige letters, instead of say Super Rod, like maybe cut the Broken Hill, stuff like that, and the elixirs. They just run those, so you steam up, you get them all back. They don't run Turt, just straight Baby Volk and Volk. Super aggressive. Yeah, gets the energy back. So it's a bunch of different variants of the list. This is my favorite list because I really like Turtonator as a Pokemon. I like turtles. Turtles are cool. So wanted to include them in. People say Volcanion's a turtle, but it's like a weird demon turtle maybe, I don't know. I really like Turtonator as a Pokemon. I really like this list. Very different list. I don't usually run lists like that. I usually like playing like more slower kind of fun decks. But Volcanion just really strong. I did pretty well with it, so I might start playing it some more. Might add part 2 of this list, or part 2 of this deck, update it maybe some more. But as it currently stands, this is probably my favorite variant. Any other like changes I'd make is you could substitute Remoraid and Octillery out for like a Starmie Staryu, which I did, or I originally had, and I hated it, never used it. The worst, I was playing with a 58 card deck. Not worth it, in my opinion, to run. It's not good. Don't do it. Simple as that. Could run 4 elixirs, could run 4 belts, could run more field blowers, could run Gladion, which is a card that's extremely underrated. I really like that card. I put it in here, but it really doesn't need it. There's no reason to run a Gladion. You could always put it in instead of an N, which I might try. I want Gladion in all of my decks because it's just search your discard or search your deck for a card almost. Whereas you look through your deck, if it's not there, you just play Gladion, boom, you get the card you want. Very good card, underrated. I might make a video about underrated cards. But other than that, this is the list. Ta-da! Hope you guys like it. Hope you guys might play it. Probably not. But this is probably the best kind of list. One of the best lists. But yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Comment down below if you have any suggestions or any decks to make. Other than that, thanks for watching, and have a good day.